What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're shining our spotlight on Dominic Mysterio. A very good card, one of my favorites, if not the top favorite for me on my Trickster list. I like him because of his consistency and the fact that there are two very distinct builds that I like to go with. There is a third option, and I'll touch over that at the very end of the video. So the first build that we go with is the single leg Boston Crab going into the Tornado DDT going into the Three Amigos. The reason why I prefer this build over everything else is it's a control build. Control build being your color submission is filling in your Tornado DDT and your Three Amigos. The Three Amigos is refilling back up your Tornado DDT and your Three Amigos. And the Tornado DDT trap gems are either going to, one, make your opponent bleed out more, or two, give you blue MP to let your submission go. One way or another, you're constantly recharged. So what we're going to do today is we're going to take this in against Damian Priest, because why not have a Judgment Day versus Judgment Day fight? Now, the way I look at these builds in particular, this build is that control build, but it is going to take you an extra turn, especially if you are being subjected to the 1.25 speed in feuds. It takes up some time. And personally, if I can go faster, I'm going to go faster. If I can't go faster, then what's the point, right? So usually the first tick of this, we have the all heart plate on his belt. I should have made that very clear. We have the all heart plate on here. Now, we don't have the metal on here that I would prefer, because I'm going with a different build for this coming feud, which is the build that's following this. But we're still hitting for just under 4 million damage here. Now, what I'm going to do is, since I don't have to worry about it, is basically submission, trap, finisher, if the board allows you to be that route. There is a lot of times the board does not allow it. There are sometimes the trap gems just don't play in your favor, and the cascades don't either. Like right there, did not play in our favor, but it looks like the bleed was just enough to get him low. We win. So one of the things in these videos that I have found out about myself in regards to playing this and everything else is I go on and on and on and on about the stupidest things that really I don't need to be going on and on and on about. So what I'd like to know from everybody in the comment section is, do you want my videos to stay at 30-minute long videos? Do you want them to be 10-minute long videos where I'm just basically telling you how to play the card? Or do you want kind of an in-between, and I will do my best to make sure I'm at an in-between? You guys let me know. I want to know your feedback on everything that it is that I'm doing. So we're switching over to the triple yellow. Corner clotheslines, 619, frog splash. This is my tub thumper build. If you know the song, comment it down below as well with what I just said about how long you want my videos to go for. So I get knocked down, but I get up again. Never going to keep me down. The reason for that is because of Veers, in theory, being 100%. What you can do with Taker is you can switch out Hall of Fame Taker for Tech Bailey if you have her. They both do the same concept. Yellow gems do 12k, Leech gems do 12k. Either way, you can switch them out, especially if you have a conflict on your board like what I'm going to have this coming feud. I'll be switching out Taker for Bailey for that one. And that's what also brings up my metal right here. I'm sitting at 149%. I'm hoping to have that 200% by feud. Same thing with the gem damage. That is percentile. I want that up as high as possible. I want him tanked out for this feud. The plate does not do well here. It doesn't play any role whatsoever. So one thing you can do is you can switch over to the It's Time Once Again. Go with the MP plate. You can go with the sub break plate. Basically anything to counter those submission turns. At 6-star silver, I expect basically everybody who's going to go after him to be a stun lock or submission. So either way, I know they're going to take a minute to take him down. But what I love about this build is, yes, the other build is control. It does allow for those submissions to make sure that I am consistently making sure moves don't go off. But this build, with the amount of damage, which you'll see here in just a second, 5.3 million damage. I'm looking at 2 turns max. I mean, unless he used to hit me with a submission or some sort of malarkey shenanigans, there's no way he's going past turn 2. And in this day and age, with the way the meta has shifted, We're no longer looking at turn 1 wins. Are they or are they good? Yes. Do they give us a peace of mind? Of course. But in 6-star bronze, 6-star silver realm, you're kind of looking at turn 2 for a vast majority of the cards. So if you keep going in with a mindset that it's not turn 1, it's crap, then change that mindset. So pop the board, pop that. I like that too. All of that coming down, 5.8, he's done. And we didn't lose a single bit of health. This is the reason why I like this build. You constantly maintain health. There's no question about it. It just works. So if you're at 6-star bronze with this guy and you're considering taking him to 6-star silver, I'm hoping this video helps you out. As of right now, quit doing that. I need one more star to fill in here to make him an absolute monster. But once I max him out, I'm looking at 30,000. Yeah. So purple gems are going to go up 2,721. So that's 29,000 with the gem fill in. It's going to be about 30, 31, maybe 32, hopefully. Yellows are looking at about 28. Either way, still a significant amount of damage. Still enough to make me just go, yay! Now that's going to bring me over to another line of thought. And this is what I used during Showdown because a buddy of mine in my faction told me about it. Thank you so much for that. I think it was the real magic, actually. Buddy, that's just for you. So, running dropkick into the single leg Boston Crab with the Tornado DDT. If you have a Judgment Day link, basically, the single leg Boston Crab and the running dropkick are going to go off turn 1. If you are looking at a male-female lineup and the female's 5-star gold, but the male is 6-star silver, just for craps and giggles, basically, you can force them out with this one turn 1 and just win with your other card if it's already set up and ready to go. It's a fun little broken mechanic, but since it does 500,000 damage on its own, if you're able to get a 200% gem or move damage increase on him with a takedown play or takedown setup, you're looking at quite a few million damage just making them force tag out. Like it's pretty strong, to be honest with you. And I believe if it's male-male, because I haven't tried this out with male-male yet. I literally just found out about this last Showdown. If you go male-male with it, I think you can go and do the running drop kick into the single leg Boston Crab, back into the running drop kick, back into the I know there's a way around this to where you can go here to here to here to here to here. Basically, you're bouncing them back and forth and not allowing them to charge. You're keeping them down at all times. It's a really silly mechanic for defense, but it works. It's a lot of fun to watch. So, that all being said, this is now the end of this video. I kept it at a pretty solid 8 minutes and still hit exactly what I wanted to talk about, which was the fact that Dominic Mysterio at 6-star silver is extremely viable. He is one of my favorite cards. I'd like to know all your thoughts on it, especially on the time. If you liked my 30-minute long videos where I break everything down and I try 15 different trainers, tell me and I will do that. I'll do a little bit of a scan search, if you will, of everybody, seeing what it is. I'll tally it all up, and whoever comes out whatever opinion comes out the strongest, that's what I'll stick with. So, as always, I leave you with this quote: life can be fun if you allow it to be. We'll see you in the next video.